Hi, I welcome to my first session on HTML, the Hypertext Markup Language. This particular video is applicable to all people starting as a beginner for an HTML, and also if you really are expert in HTML and you are facing some interview. So this particular video will also help you in order to face the HTML because HTML interview on HTML itself. So, and the idea is in this particular video is to make you understand what is HTML is, right? And as a fundamental thing, as a developer, okay, the knowledge of HTML is very essential. And apart from that, also, if in order to learn HTML, also you doesn't require, fundamental knowledge of computer itself, okay? Because programming language gives step by step instruction for a computer to follow, right? If you are actually learning some programming language like C, C++, Java, and all, you understand. But HTML word defines how you are, representing a web page itself, okay, and how that particular web page can be structured, right? And the name itself understand that HTML, which is called as hypertext markup language, right? And this particular language is used to create a web page. So HTML is just one type of markup language. There are various HTML, markup languages are there, uh, right? One of the most popular markup languages is HTML. Another is XML, which is called as an extensible markup language, right? So now let us understand a few things. What does actually hyper text means, right? Okay, even though I have written hyper to refer to hyperlinks, okay, and marker refer to the way the text, let me make you understand that hypertext, actually the word hypertext means the machine readable text, okay, and the markup means the structure, it means the structure, specifically the format in which a document can be formatted and can be represented itself, right? So HTML is called a hypertext markup language because it is a language that allows user to organize, okay, improve the appearance of the text, the contents and all, and also you can able to link the text with certain kind of information over the internet itself, right? Yes. So hypertext refers to the hyperlink itself. So you will understand whenever I'm creating a particular web page from a place, I can move to other particular document itself. I can move to other website itself, or I can within that particular page itself, I can move down, I can move up, and all those things, right? Okay, and as I just said, markup language refers to the way tags are used in order to define the page layout and elements within the page. So we're going to learn the tags that we have in the HTML itself, okay, right? And how this particular tags helps you in order to define the page in which the page can be formed into a beautiful layout itself, right? So having said this, HTML is not a hypertext, markup language. It's a language that is used to create web page. So if anybody asks you in an interview, you have to say it is a hypertext markup language because hypertext is referring to the hyperlinks that you have in that particular page, or the markup is refers to the tags to which you define the page layout and element within the page. So HTML is one type of markup language itself, having the hyperlinks which helps us in order to move from one page to another page itself, right? So that's what HTML is, okay, right? So now what we can do, right? As I was telling, I can create certain contents, I can create web page, right? So we can create some web page with text, with graphics, with sounds, with videos and all, okay? And the building blocks for doing that are nothing but the elements, okay? And HTML elements are represented by using the tags. So in my next video, I will be talking about what's the difference between the element and tags and how to represent itself, okay? Upcoming we'll be talking about more. But when you talk about HTML, it is the way to create the web page. We can have the texts, we can have the graphics, we can have sounds, videos, okay? And the basic building block for the HTML is the HTML elements, and these elements can be represented by using tags, right? So different version has come. Okay, you can roll over into the internet. We can understand each of this version itself. So it starts with 1991 HTML, HTML 2.0 95, HTML 3.2 1997, 4.01 1999. Then we have the XHTML 2000, then HTML5 2014. Then we have 5.1, 5.2, right? 16, 17, and in the recently you can see also, okay, we have the 5.3 itself, yes, right? So I will be talking also more, okay, in one particular session itself, what exactly the difference between the HTML4 and HTML5, what are the new things that has come in HTML5, and what are the things that has been left out in HTML5 itself, okay, right? So I hope you have understood what is HTMLs, okay, why this particular language HTML is one type of markup language, right? We have the hyperlinks. That is the reason why we have HTML. We have the different version. The latest version that we are talking about is HTML5 itself. Okay. And in order to write my HTML code, in the next video, I will show you how to create my first HTML page itself. Okay. So I can use some editors to do that. Okay, the most simple way to do is the notepad itself, right? Or I can use notepad plus also, also, or I can use certain editors like bracket, phase 5, gedit, atom is one of the most fast moving code editor developed by GitHub also. Or you can go into the online editor, W3 School also. Yes, if you really want to practice certain code of HTML online itself, we can go through W3 School. Is one beautifully you can write the HTML code and see what's the result coming up there. Okay, and also if you really want to work with your own desktop in the machine itself, then you can easily use Notepad, or you can download bracket atom itself, and you can do that. But in my video series, I will be using typically the Notepad, okay, to make you understand each and every aspect of HTML, so that it will become easy for you in later part, so that we can easily implement the HTML itself. Okay, right? And the basic extension for HTML is HTML or HTM. Okay, and please understand one particular aspect is that if you're saving your HTML file as HTML, please continue to do so in an entire project with HTML. Okay, or if you are following the convention of HTML, then you follow the entire projects the convention of HTML. That is one of the guidelines that you need to follow, because this helps you in order to make a simple process, because sometimes some file will be saving an HTML, other file will be staying an HTML, then it may create certain confusions. So that is the reason why you should always save your file with dot html or htm, and if you're doing that, please do it for all the files currently you are working on a particular project itself. Okay, for one project, if you're using HTML, please do that HTML. If I use HTM, then you please do for HTM itself, right? So thank you. So let me revisit once more that HTML is nothing but a hypertext markup language, the language that is used in order to create web page. Okay, when I was talking about hypertext, it means some kind of machine readable text. Okay, and when I was talking about markup, it means to the structure in a specific format in which I can create a particular document itself. Okay, overall HTML is nothing but a hypertext markup language. It is one type of markup language, okay, which is used in order to allow user to organize, improve the appearance of the text and link text with certain data in the internet itself. And hypertext usually means the hyperlink itself. And through this markup language, we refer to nothing but represent of certain tags through which we are able to define the page layout, the elements within the page itself, right? So we have understood that HTML is nothing but in order to create the web pages. Okay, so we can create web pages, we can have text, we can have graphics, we can have sounds, videos, and all this thing. And the basic building elements for the HTML is the HTML elements, and they are represented using the tags itself. So a lot of versions are there like HTML, HTML 2.0, 3.2, 4.0, XHTML. The latest version is HTML5. We have HTML 5.1, 5.2, and now we also have recently the 5.3 itself. Okay, right? And to write to HTML code, we have a lot of editors. You can use bracket, you can use Notepad. So basically, the simplest way use a Notepad if you're using Windows, and you can use text edit if you're using a Mac machine. Okay, and if you want to, the extension for saving an HTML file is either HTML or HTML. And I was saying you there is no difference between these two, but if you are following one particular convention, you follow only one particular. That means you're following .html for the projects, please follow .html. Or if you're following that html.htm, so please follow .htm itself. So one of the online editors that also you can go through is W3 Schools. So I hope you have a little bit of idea about HTML. So in my next video, we'll see how to write a simple HTML page, and how we can see the content of it using simply Notepad itself. Thank you, and do keep watching my videos and do subscribe it. Thank you.